Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do a cook-off. We're gonna make some Kodiak cakes or Kodiak cakes, protein baked muffins, and we're gonna do a carnivore version and a vegan version. So let's get to it.
Preheat the oven to 375. All right, for the carnivore cakes, it says that I'm going to need 2 eggs, 1 cup of milk, and 1/3 cup of oil. So because we have divided this in half, so we can do the carnivore and then the vegan thing, I'm just gonna cut everything in half. So the whole thing was 400 grams, essentially. So we just divided that in half, about 200 each. So I'm gonna do 1 egg. Secret I'm gonna do to make mine taste better is I'm gonna open our unopened vanilla almond milk. So instead of 1 cup of milk, I'm gonna do 1/2 cup of milk. Almond milk, of course, because I'm lactose intolerant. So let's measure out 1/2 there. And then it says 1/3 cup of oil. We don't have a measuring cup for that, so I'm just going to do 1/2 of the thing, if I can get it. So we got some olive oil here. We can do 1/2 cup of that. So probably about like that. Okay. Now comes the most whiskey part of the whole bake-off. That's the whisking. Did you guys get my pun there?
Yes, that was funny.
Mix this bad boy up. It smells good.
It does.
Now with muffins, I've learned that it's always good to overspray the thing so they don't stick. Nobody likes a torn muffin. Pour that out. I'm gonna go too much. About 1/2, maybe even a little bit more.
How much does the package say it makes?
I have no idea. 400 grams.
No, I mean how many muffins?
I don't know.
12 maybe?
I'd assume so. That's how much it's looking like. I mean, it looks like it's gonna fill this out, so. As to not waste any, we're gonna use this little thing. It's called a rubber spatula. Something like that. I'm sure there's an official name for it somewhere.
Okay. So we need 1/4 cup of applesauce.
And that's for the egg substitution, right?
That is for the egg substitution. So we got our muffin mix right here. It's really nice. Let's put it in here. And then we're gonna do 1/4 cup of applesauce. Okay. And then it was 1/2 of this, 1/2 of 1/3 cup of oil. And we're using a light tasting olive oil, just because it's a little better for baking. It's not gonna be really strong tasting the oil.
Yeah, it's a very neutral, like flavored oil. It's not strong. It's not super.
Yeah. And then we're gonna do 1/2 cup of almond milk, unsweetened vanilla. It's our favorite.
Groot wants some too.
Do you want some muffins?
Groot. That's our puppy, Groot. Hi, puppy. Can you sit?
Let's see what you think. Taste test.
Mine are gonna be on the right, yours are gonna be on the left. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure that's why they made an oven light, isn't it? And how many minutes? Bake for 15 to 18 minutes. We are going to do 17. So the muffins are in the oven, waiting for them to cook. Bake them for, what, 18 minutes? Anywhere from like 16 to 18 minutes on 375, so.
Yeah.
These are pretty good overall. That's why we wanted to try them out. I mean, they're made with whole grain. It says 15 grams of protein as prepared. I assume that that's pretty good. I mean, that's probably including the egg.
I was gonna say, it's probably gonna include the egg. So the vegan ones are probably gonna be less
Protein just because the egg.
protein rich, yeah.
Just because there's not a whole lot of protein in applesauce, but.
Yeah. So, assuming like we would make it, you know, normal, so with an egg, let's look at the nutrition facts.
So with an egg, it says that once it's baked, it's going to be 370 calories. This is 2 muffins. So 370 calories.
Oh.
The calories from fat are going to be 120. The total fat is going to be 1.5 grams. Saturated 0. Trans fat 0. Cholesterol is 0. Sodium is 390 milligrams, right? Yeah, milligrams?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the carbs, this is where it might get you a little bit, is the carbs. It has 46 grams of carbs. So very carby, but I mean, that's to be expected with whole grain flour. You know,
Yeah.
you're not gonna eat muffins expecting not to eat carbs. 4 grams of fiber, pretty good there.
That's pretty decent.
22 grams of sugar, and let's look down at the ingredients and see what kind of sugar they use. It says down here that they use cane sugar. So, that's pretty good. It's a healthy kind of sugar. It's better than the, than the
Refined
sugar and just all the processed sugar and stuff like that. So, and then of course the 12 grams of protein that we've already mentioned.
Yeah, and actually, so the dry mix has 12 grams of protein. If you add the egg, it'd be 15.
It's 15.
Yeah, so the vegan ones would have
12
about
grams.
12 grams, because the applesauce, maybe it's gonna have 1 gram, but that's for the whole batch of 6. So about 12 grams for the vegan ones, and then 15 for the
if they're baked
for the carnivore ones.
So looking at the ingredients of this, it says that it has 100% whole grain wheat flour, cane sugar, a wheat protein isolate, 100% whole grain oat flour, blueberries, light molasses, which is refinery syrup, cane molasses, and then it has cream of tartar, baking soda, sea salt, and then it just says natural flavor, which I'm sure comes from all of that. So
yeah, it's actually not bad. Usually you have an ingredients list that's pretty long, but this one is, I mean, it's not too bad.
yeah, this company's based out of Park City, Utah. So
What up, Utah?
we lived there for 2 years, not in Park City, but in the Utah
Oh,
area.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
All right, so
That's very cool.
go out and try some Kodiak cakes.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, these get hot. Figured that out when I first got them. Somehow I thought that they wouldn't get hot in the oven. I burnt myself pretty good. Alright, so we're going to take a toothpick here. We're going to poke it through there to see if they're done. Ooh, looks like they are. Looks like it is. We got to let them rest for 5 minutes before we take them out. So we'll see you back in 5 minutes. Alright, for mine I put a little bit of butter on it. Not the best, but I don't eat butter every day. In fact, I don't think I eat butter once every 3 months maybe. So anyway, we'll see how it tastes. The whole grain definitely tastes good. You can tell that it's whole grain. Still got a bit of sweetness, you know, with the blueberries. It's good stuff.
Taste test of the vegan one. That's really good. So it worked with the applesauce. It's really nice. It was risen. How would you say that?
It rose.
It rose. So if you don't want to use an egg, just use half a cup of applesauce. It's really good.